Greetings, everyone. Sorry it's been a couple of days since my last video. What's the date today anyway? It is currently Friday, That can't be right. July? I swear the last video I posted, it was May. I've lost almost 3 months of my life. There's only one possible logical explanation. I must have been abducted by aliens! Ah! Welcome back. Wow. Been a while, hasn't it? Sorry, guys. Certainly didn't mean to be away for quite so long. Yeah, basically the long and the short of it was, I guess I started the new job just a little bit too late, and the money wasn't quite coming in fast enough to cover the bills that had piled up over the course of my few months of unemployment there. Yeah, originally the plan was basically to move and, take a month or two off just to relax. And, I had enough money in the bank, enough coming in from, ad revenue from YouTube videos and stuff like that to cover things for a couple of months quite comfortably. And then I started looking for work again, and the idea was just to transfer to either the Best Buy or Future Shop here. However, the problem was, at the time that I moved up here, it was kind of like one of the dead parts of the year, and they still had kind of overstaff from the Christmas season and just post-Christmas and stuff like that, so none of the places here were actually looking for anybody. So I waited a bit. I actually applied at the Future Shop here in March, I guess it was, instead of February, as was the original plan. But anyway, March, and everything was going fine. Great interviews and such. But the whole, there's a necessary hiring process that needs to take place, even if it's just a transfer from another store. So basically, the long and the short of it is they did it just as a transfer. So I'm using all my same logins and everything that I used at the Best Buy in Victoria. They just transferred it right over. The problem was just the amount of time that it took to go through and jump through all the hoops and get that process done and become employed again. And what should have taken 2 weeks took about a month and a half. Yeah, partly due to one of the managers who was in charge of the hiring having to leave town right in the middle of the hiring process of me, and it's just the way it worked out. It's just bad timing, basically. So what should have been about 2 months worth of unemployment ended up being about almost 4 months of unemployment, and I just did not have the money to cover everything. And rent I managed to cover, not too bad. It was okay, a little bit late, a few months there, but otherwise was able to cover it, no problem. But at the expense of having to set aside other bills, such as the internet. Yeah, so unfortunately the internet had to go for a little bit just to get things back on track and moving again. I'm happy to report, though, that now things are looking more up than they've looked in years. It's just phenomenal how quickly things have turned around. So, yeah, you can definitely expect me to be sticking around for a good long while. So at the time of this recording, it is the morning of July 20th, the night of July 17th. How does that work? more missing time, more alien abductions. God, they're everywhere. The night of the 19th. I've already basically cut a deal with the cable company. Which is my service provider. They're coming by tomorrow afternoon to hook me back up, and I'm just going to give them some money, and we should be all good to go. So yeah, so basically in my downtime, I just took the opportunity to get caught up on a lot of things. I mailed off everybody's packages, all those of you who ordered DVDs and stuff. You should all have them by now. Actually, you should have all had them a few weeks ago by this point. So hopefully you all got your packages and you're all enjoying your DVDs. So thank you very much for the support, and I hope you enjoy them. So in addition to getting everybody's DVD orders sent out, I also just took the opportunity, of the downtime to get caught up on some other things. I mean, I certainly wasn't lacking for entertainment, as I'm sure you can imagine. I mean, when you've got, a massive DVD collection, and a massive comic book collection, and a massive book collection, and a massive video game collection, yeah, I as much as it sucked to not be on the internet and not be able to communicate and chat and socialize with everybody that I normally do, it was kind of a nice little vacation, just because it actually meant that I didn't have the distraction of the internet. I mean, we all know how distracting the internet can be, and how it's far too easy to get kind of sucked into internet land and not get anything else done. So not having the internet to distract me, I basically turned to my collections for entertainment, and actually have been getting caught up on quite a lot of stuff that's been kind of sitting on the shelf collecting dust for a while. Watched a lot of movies, watched quite a few TV show sets actually, finished up some that had been, I'd only sort of partially watched for a while, so that was pretty cool. Been reading a bit, not as much as I probably should be, but yeah, knocked off a couple of novels. Been reading a lot of graphic novels actually, so I'm probably going to do some videos about a few of them, just to talk about them a little bit and give you a closer look at them. Been playing a lot of video games. I actually moved the old CRT TV, the 21-inch, over beside the command center. It's actually over by the kitchen right now, but over by the command center, and brought the PS2 over. So I've been playing a lot of old PS2 games that I've had sitting on the shelf for a while, unplayed. So I thought it was high time I got down to playing some of those. Also played quite a few PS3 games that have been sitting on the shelf for a while. So that's pretty cool. I will be doing videos about what I was playing during the downtime, so you can look forward to that in a little while. Speaking of which, what can you look forward to? Well, first things first, for the next couple weeks is going to be kind of catch-up time, because I have a lot of videos that have been sitting there waiting to be uploaded, well, literally for months now, that well, they're ready to go, and I want to get them uploaded and get the backlog out of the way and get on to some new stuff. So basically what I've been doing over the past couple of weeks in preparation for coming back online is going through the videos that have been done for a while, as well as putting together a bunch of new ones. So you're going to see quite a mix of stuff over the next few weeks. Basically a video a day, without question. So one of the big ones, of course, is the 24-hour movie marathon, which I can't remember if I got around to mentioning it in a video, but I know that Ryan Chataway, who put on the original 24-hour movie marathon challenge, has probably been eagerly anticipating seeing that video. I know that some of you guys did the challenge as well, so when I get a little bit of time, I'm definitely going to check out your videos on it as well. So the 24-hour movie marathon I did back at the beginning of May. It was actually, I think, one of the last things I did before I got cut off the internet. And you're going to be seeing it in two versions. There will actually be a two-part version that is kind of the condensed highlights version that just focuses on the marathon. And then I also did, at the same time, I took it as an opportunity to do something that I've been sort of toying with, an idea that I've been kicking around for a while, namely a day in the life of Zaranyzerak. So there will also be a full-length version of the marathon that incorporates a bunch of non-marathon stuff, but other things that I did during that, roughly 36-hour period. I know it's a 24-hour marathon, but I didn't get it started right away, and I finished kind of late, and well, you'll see when you see the video. But so I took it as an opportunity to do the day in the life of Zaranyzerak thing, so I did a whole bunch of extra stuff around the marathon that you'll see in the full-length version. Now, the full-length version is kind of like a big, epic mini-series event. It was going to be two parts, and you'll hear I did an intro for the short version where I say that the long version is going to be two parts. The long version is actually three parts. The first two parts, I think, are about an hour and a half each, and the last part is a little over an hour. It's like an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. So yeah, so grab some popcorn and enjoy that. I tried to make it as entertaining as I could and just kind of give you a look at, you know, it's hard to say like what a typical day is because a typical day changes from time to time. I mean, at the time that I did the movie marathon, I was still unemployed. I was still waiting to start the new job. Well, now I've been doing the new job for almost 4 months, and a typical day now is considerably different than it was back then. So maybe I'll do another one at some point. Anyway, so you got that to look forward to. Also, there was a whole pile of packages that came in over the course of May. I think a lot of you were sending me packages sort of as part of the celebration of 4 years of the Multimedia Chronicles, the 4-year anniversary. Or just coincidentally, you just happen to send packages around that time. So there's a bunch of, probably about a dozen or so package opening videos that I've had sitting there waiting to go up for a long time. So sorry to those of you who sent the package and you've been wondering if you'd ever see the package opening video. Don't worry, I haven't missed any. They're all going up. You'll see them very, very soon. So, but in deference to those who, for whatever reason, clearly they're insane, don't like package opening videos or just get tired of them, I'm staggering them with other stuff. So some of the other stuff is some DVD and Blu-ray updates. Also actually having some funds coming in now. I picked up a few graphic novels recently. Not a lot, just a couple, but you'll see some graphic novel updates as well, so that'll be pretty cool. Hope you enjoy those. And what else? Oh, yeah, I spent a good chunk of time capturing even more footage for retro episodes. So I've actually got a whole pile of Multimedia Chronicles retro episodes ready to go. So you'll finally get to, you know, see the more of the Winnipeg saga, as it were. So, yeah, so you can look forward to that. Basically, the way I've scheduled them is there's going to be a new retro episode going up every other week, so they'll be bi-weekly, and then staggered between those will be reposts of my old 5 Awesome Studs videos. So every other week you'll get a 5 Awesome Studs repost as well. So I've actually arranged everything and scheduled everything, so it's all ready to go, all done, and yeah, so cool. Now, what else? Well, I've got a few things that I'm working on, but I'm not going to say anything right now, just in case they take longer than expected. But that should tide you over for a little while. Anyway, that's literally about 3.5 weeks worth of videos that I already have done, edited, rendered, and ready to go up. So you can look forward to those over the next few weeks, and then by the time that time's up, I should have all the other new stuff ready to go. Alright, I'm back, and I'm ready to do stuff. Alrighty, well, that is it from me to you for now, so sorry for the long absence. I will do my best to make sure that it does not happen again. Those of you who are concerned, don't worry, I'm not dead, I'm not poor, I'm not homeless, nothing like that. Things are actually finally coming together very nicely. It just took way longer than I expected, but such is life. I mean, on the one hand, it's annoying that it took me like 4 months instead of 2 to get employed again. But on the other hand, I got to count my blessings. Like, I know a lot of you out there are still looking for work after God knows how long. So I just kind of got lucky, and you know, I was able to transfer. Plus, I mean, it just so happened they were actually looking for someone for the tech department. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing the tech department at Future Shop now, which is basically, I'm doing the exact same thing I did at Geek Squad. It's just structured a little bit differently, but otherwise it's pretty much the exact same job. Pays a little bit better. Environment is a bit better. I'm actually liking it better. It just seems to be a little bit more mature than the Best Buy. Well, the Best Buy I was at anyway. Not as many young. Not that I have anything against young employees, obviously, but just but there's a lot more staff that's more, you know, closer to my age. So it's not so much, you know, not so much of the generation gap thing going on. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, so awesome. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm just happy to be back. Alrighty, well, that is it for me to you for now. So tomorrow, let me just check. I've actually got the videos up here that are pre-scheduled. So tomorrow you can expect well, I guess I'll just give you a little preview of this week. So this week, let's see, tomorrow you can expect a package opening video. followed by a Blu-ray update the next day, then another package opening video the day after that, then a graphic novel update, then another package opening video, and then a new episode of Multimedia Chronicles Retro. Alright, so lots of cool stuff. And so that's the next week's worth of videos right there. Now, you know before anybody else. So, yeah, enjoy. Alrighty. I will talk to you next time. I got to go to bed, because actually Rosie's coming by in the early afternoon tomorrow, plus I got to be awake for the cable guy. And it's been a long day. It's been a very long day. I closed tonight and came home and immediately started editing. So, okay. Hopefully no more alien abductions. I'll talk to you guys later. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara. God, I hope they weren't anal probing me for 3 whole months. Well, that would certainly explain why my ass is so sore.